Okay, well, it's pretty bad what's going on there. I don't know if anyone's there. I'm sorry I'm slightly late. I'm 4 minutes late. It's not good. I'll put the link up for the guests if anyone wants to call in or anything, Yeah, so let's do this. Copy. Okay. I'll check about in a second. Okay. Let's check. Yeah, just click the link if you want to, join. That's fine. Yeah. Yeah. So. Yeah, it's just a total tyranny, the medical establishment, it's completely, off its face, completely cobbling together absolute bullshit from, I've been an informal ex-patient since the 28th of February. Now, this morning I got a knock on the door saying, it's time to, would you come down and speak to the doctor? I said, well, I'm not quite ready yet. I've just woken up. I just had the flu. That's twice this year I've had the flu. So I was not feeling too good. I said, I'm not ready yet. I said, if you insist, it's really imperative you speak to me, then he should, he could come upstairs and knock on my door and ask me if I'm available for a quick, conversation. So anyway, I waited for about an hour and 45 minutes, something like that, an hour and a half, maybe, an hour and a quarter, I don't know what it was. Anyway, no one arrived at the door, and I thought, oh, well, it's not really important. Anyway, just a little while after that, he knocks on the door and says, oh, well, I've put in place you to be reassessed by 2 health professionals, and trying to reimpose the section, It's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. Total tyranny. It's a total travesty. It's absolute bullshit what's happening to me. I don't even know if it's legal or not. I've contacted several solicitors today. Unfortunately, none of them's yet got back to me. So, I'm not holding my breath. They're very busy at the moment, no doubt. All kinds of people wanting legal representation for whatever, So, yeah. Anyway, it's pretty bad, very dark days for us all, especially me at the moment. I've done 7 years in 4 months, approximately, of incarceration under the Mental Health Act. It's just disgusting in itself. I could have been in and out of the system within a few months. Yeah. Oh, thanks for having a look. I don't even know if it's legal or not. You see, what do you think? What do you think, Love? Can this be legal for them to suddenly declare, that I've lost all my leave, I can't go out in the sunshine, and I've got to wait for somebody to, these 2 health professionals, one's got to be a psychiatrist, obviously, and the other an observer from the medical establishment, if they conclude that I'm mentally defective in some way, then I have to go back on my section, and no doubt they'll prescribe neuroleptics for me. So-called, because they'll be calling me a psychotic person. I'm not psychotic. No, by the way, neuroleptics is just a fancy word It's a technical word for antipsychotic medication. It's not really medication at all. It doesn't do you any good. It doesn't medicate a condition. It, if anything, it makes it worse, you know. So, you know, this is what we're up against. It's just total tyranny, yeah. Yeah, we're in an upside-down world. You're correct, yeah. Yeah, definitely the psychos. Would you like to get up and have a quick talk, or are you just busy today? Whatever. I would like, well, a conversation with somebody with a brain cell on active duty. I know you've got plenty, you know, on active duty, you know, so, you know, yeah. It's just terrible. It's horrible. You know, after all these years and the mental health thing, they're trying to throw me back in. You know, throwing me back under the bus, you know. Not good. Well, I don't know. Anyway. I think I'll just end it because nobody's there really. Somebody's watching. But we'll see. Obviously, Forever Love's not here. I'll leave it on for a few minutes. Oh, I can chat a bit. Yeah, come in and I'll have a look. Yeah, that'd be cool. Really cool. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. Guests. Right. Wait for you to click the link and then you'll pop up. Hopefully. It's absolutely awful. I'm totally gutted, you know, so far. But if it's not legal, then I'm going to go out this afternoon. You know, I just need someone to, you know, tell me what my legal status is and whether it's legal what they're doing. It doesn't appear to be legal to me. You know, it's ridiculous. So, guests. No, you've not clicked the link yet. I can't see you on the link. Is there something wrong with the link? Type chat. Oh, you can't speak on screen. Okay, that's fine, but you can use your avatar. You know, to put your, you can just use your avatar. You know, if you want to, but if you're busy, that's fine. That's okay. We just type. Yeah, okay. Well, you know, just answer anything. You know, what do you think? Is it legal? Would you say? Would it be legal in Holland? Would it be legal under the European, I don't know, medical laws or whatever they sounds a bit are at the moment or were in the past, you know? But yeah, an honest lawyer, yeah, few and far between, no doubt. I was wrong about 8 up today, yeah, and I've not had a reply yet, so, you know, yeah. You know, it's not good. So, you know, they're obviously really busy because they're going to be snowed under with work. All the crap that's going down everywhere around the world. It's bound to make people, you know, want to take legal action because such tyrannous things are going on. They're getting away with it. Yeah, terrible allergies. I've just recovered from the flu for the second time this year. As I think I said before, but yeah, it's not good. Not good at all. It's absolutely mad. I'll probably end this in a few minutes because I need to de-stress. I'll do another live stream later on this evening, I think, because I need to just de-stress and, you know, maybe take a few minutes just to relax, you know, and listen to a bit of quality music, you know. Might watch a couple of your videos. Yeah, Forever Love, good little channel there you've got there. Yeah. You know, the really big channels and that. Yeah. Yeah, if you don't harm anyone, yeah, it's disgusting to put somewhere against their will. Exactly. It's wrong. all I did is, the reason I got in the mental health system is because I tried to do away with myself, you know. I climbed over the parapet of a railway bridge, you know, the walkway over the bridge, you know, a foot bridge over the bridge of the train line above the river below. I was 3/4 of the way across, wanting to end it all for definite. And I climbed over, you know, I didn't even think about it. Threw my arms up into the sky and sort of leapt upwards into the sky. I was hoping, you know, to disappear into the, you know, next dimension, you know. So instead of being carried upwards by whatever force of the universe, I was taken downwards by the force of gravity and ended up smashed, you know, a couple of ribs smashed on the rocks and mud and detritus on the shore, you know, so yeah. So, you know, it's not good at all, you know, absolutely disgraceful, yeah, quite right. That's a lot what's going on here. Yeah, morally incorrect, but so many things they do are morally incorrect, you know. You know, creating an H-bomb in the first place is morally incorrect, let alone letting the thing off on Bikini Atoll, you know, in, what was it, 1961, was it? I'm not sure, I can't remember, probably before that. No, it was before that, yeah, I think. Yeah, it's just absolutely sick. Yeah, hello, Adam, yeah, nice to see you, mate. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Why pretend caring, you know, right now, you know, and all they do is totally uncaring. Richard's here, so yeah. Hi, Richard. Yeah, I've missed the beginning of my life. Well, you know, have a listen to it. It's very important. Well, I don't know. I don't want to go on about it right now. I'm not reiterate what I've already said. I can't be bothered. You know, I'm pretty tired, you know. You know, yeah. You know, so yeah. You know, it's pretty mad. Yeah. Yeah, correct. Yes, so there we go. Anyway, anyone want to get on screen for a little bit of a talk, and I could reiterate what I've said before earlier on in the conversation. I'm sick of talking to myself. Okay. Cheers, Adam, yeah. Maybe you'll get on for a talk after the beginning bit and realise how important it is, not just to me, but other people who are in the same position as me and feel this, you know, probably quite a few, I don't know. Seems like they just want to keep everyone locked up who knows any truth about anything whatsoever. It'll no doubt be the kind of thing that they're proposing, in the near future, if they get away with it. But meanwhile, we've got a little freedom of speech. But still, how long for, yeah. Yeah, in an honest way, So, I don't know what my legal status will be. Apparently I've got 72 hours and then I'm going to be seen by 2 health professionals. One's got to be a psychiatrist, obviously, and one's got to be another person, another psychiatrist or other health professional. And they've both got to okay that, I'm, mentally defective, blah, 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 whatever, incompetent, my mental capacity is reduced, therefore I should stay, for my own protection under the mental health system. It's absolutely ridiculous, but, they'll put me back on the section, and then they'll prescribe neuroleptics, no doubt, which is a fancy name for antipsychotics. Back on them horrible pills that are really foul. Yeah. Okay, Richard, you have a look. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah. Get back and have a little chat, I'll keep it running and okay. It's absolutely crazy. I feel sick. I feel physically sick, after being, informal since the 28th of February, It's ridiculous. I shouldn't even be here now. They could join the dots and get things together, but they're hopeless, absolutely hopeless, useless, worse than useless. My social worker came down to see me. Twice she's come to see me, and they've not informed me that she was about to turn up, except for the imminent, moments before she had arrived. It's ridiculous. I could have been anywhere. I could have been Preston, Chorley, out to Mongolia, Azerbaijan, I don't know, Iraq, Afghanistan. I could have been anywhere, I guess, by cosmic butterfly, dragonfly, could have gone over there. Could have been People's Republic of China. Who knows? Yeah, I remember what Confucius say. What was it? Real knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance. Well, yeah, you'd think the staff here would vouch for me. These staff that I haven't had any bad vibes of. But they've all, kind of, they're all scared of losing their jobs should they speak above the parapet, because if they come out and say, well, this is wrong, they may lose their jobs, That's what's going on. So no one is vouching for me at all. They're so scared to make a comment. They're just saying no comment now if I ask anything. No comment, It's disgusting. It's terrible. It's absolutely out of order, bang out of order. Totally mad. So, yeah. It's absolutely crazy. Crazy crap. No, they interact, absolutely. Yeah. 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 Check the link and get on, our work, So, yeah. It's totally nuts. And it would come on the 13th, wouldn't it? 10 o'clock this morning. Yeah, 13th. So I've got 72 hours with my leave totally suspended. I can't go out in the sunshine. And then I've got to listen to this, presentation, their presentation on their perception of my mental presentation in those moments when they're interviewing me, as professionals. And on that basis, they will make a diagnosis. And if their diagnosis is to go back on the section, well, that's me finished, isn't it? I'm stuck in here for goodness I know. Excuse me. Excuse me. I have a lung condition, so I need to spit in by the bed, So, yeah. Anyway, never mind that. Sorry about that horrible noise. I should have muted the mic, but I needed to cough pretty quickly. Otherwise, if I don't, I need to cough and spit pretty quickly, otherwise I can throw up. I don't want that happening. Slightly worse. Yeah, so, yeah, thanks, Adam, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Do you want to get up for a talk? Perhaps Richard's get back in a minute, I don't know. He said he was going to look at it. Maybe he'll come back if he can make it back. Don't know if anything can happen, can't it? Yeah. So, yeah. What do you mean here, Adam? It says, this makes me absolutely laugh. We have inbred immigration. I think you meant intimidation or something, I don't know. Who have mental health issues and they do nothing. You, my fine fellow, will be locked up for stating truths. Well, I hope I'm not locked up much longer, obviously. Yeah, anyway, I wonder if you can clarify that remark. Well, if that, message. But yeah. Yeah. We'll just wait for something to happen because, anyway. an emergency as well, I'm concerned, you know, spiritually, mentally, everything else, you know. I'm absolutely devastated if the doctor has made his, well, it obviously has decided that it's cast iron, you know, that these allegations, these perceptions of, you know, staff members, you know, it's obviously swallowed everything they've said, hook, line and sinker, you know, it's absolute tyranny, total rubbish. You know, he swallowed it, and now he's apparently, you know, reversed his diagnosis of me, and now he needs the backup of further verification by the, you know, other colleagues in the mental health establishment. So whether it will just be rubber stamped through and I'm to go back on my section or not, I've no idea. To wait and see, 72 hours of not being able to go out, you know, even though I'm an informal patient until such a time as they declare me, you know, back on my section. Surely I should be able to leave the premises, you know. But apparently not. I'll find out in a minute. I'm going to test the proceedings, and yeah, I may even do it on the live stream in the background to listen in or have a talk, you know. You know, well, I'll leave it in you know, so you can hear what they say when I ask them, you know, a few little questions. Yeah, okay. Anyway, I'll see what's in the comments now. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. What was the attack, Adam, that you had today? If they care so much about my mental health, why are they stressing you out? Exactly. It's just what the health system does. It, you know, I've seen so many patients over the years be completely abused by staff in the most monstrous manner, you know. If a patient's gone ballistic for whatever reason, you know, they become a ticking time bomb, whatever. They want talking down from that state of mind, don't they? Talking away from that, you know, they need to be helped. They need to be calming voices helping them, you know, not conflating the, you know, throwing fuel on the fire by saying, you know, saying things like, oh, you know, you can't say that, or blah, 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 you're out of order, blah, blah, blah. Something there. They just need to talk them down, say, oh, yes, I'm listening to you. You know, isn't there a better way of looking at this situation, or whatever, blah, 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 blah. Just relax, you know, for whatever reason, that problem may have arisen, you know. So, yeah. Anyway, it's all totally mad, of course. That's what we get, and that's what we see. So, yeah, total madness. Yeah, 3 people died run over by BLM. Wow. Was that today? Was that in Britain? England or wherever? Horrible if that really happened. Well, obviously, you wouldn't say if it hadn't happened, but whether it will, you know, in America or wherever. Yeah, it's not good at all, is it? Horrible. Okay. All caught up, not fluent in legal lawful stuff. If you were in prison for attempted suicide, the question could be, are you still suicidal? If not, you're free to leave. Well spotted, Richard, and well stated. Yes, nicely stated that. Thank you for that. Excellent comment. I'm going to use that against them, I'm going to mention that to them, see what their reply to that is. If I'm no longer suicide risk, why am I in hospital? Exactly, absolutely spot on. Thank you for that, Richard. Wonderful. Thank you, my friend. Yeah, can you pop up for a bit of a talk? Everyone's disappearing now. Yeah. In Nottingham, that's not good. So it wasn't in England, this attack of VR. VR, not good. 3 people died in a car, mowing people down from a car. It's totally sick. Yeah. Yeah. It's absolutely crazy, isn't it? Absolute total madness, tyranny. Travesty of, what should be a system that helps people, We've got a guest. Richard, nice one, Richard. I'd stream.
Hello.
Hi,
David,
Richard.
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can do, yeah.
You all right, my brother? How you doing?
Well,
I know it's a silly question, but
yeah, you meant generally. Well, generally, I thought I was totally sane.
yeah.
But now it's been called into question by hearsay from certain staff people who have been for the last few months, ever since my section was rescinded by the doctor on the 28th of February. Ever since then, a few days after that, I had the first comment saying, why don't you get yourself out of here? You shouldn't be here. You're taking up, beds and all that lot. You should be gone, blah, blah, blah. As if I've got to do everything after 7 years and 4 months in the system. Surely they've had something in place for me, you know what I mean?
Well, that's a long time, 7 years to be banged out and then not making moves to sort of like rehabilitate your mental state. Okay.
No, it's not my mental state. There's nothing wrong with my mental state because
Well, they think
I'm off their tablets now. So my mental sane state for my compos mentis has returned ever since I stopped taking neuroleptics. In fact, any tablets from them. See?
That's according to you. What is it according to them? Do they see any improvement?
Well, no, you're missing my point, Richard. The doctor's making his reassessment of me from hearsay from staff members who've been very rude to me ever since my section was rescinded. I've had numerous comments like, you've got your own home, you should be gone, and all this, like, you should move yourself out. I didn't bother to correct these ignorant people. What's the point? There's no point. But my home is not fit for human habitation. The roof's leaking. It's all boarded up due to the problems I had in the neighbourhood with gangs smashing my house up, destroying my motor vehicle I had at the time.
Yeah.
And I had 8 years of that behaviour, numerous burglaries as well. That in the end I was suicidal. So, understandably so, if you'd received 8 years of gang violence and, attacks. Kind of tends to undermine your sense of, hope. So you just want to leave this dimension,
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. But the doctor is now going on hearsay from these so-called mental health professionals, in that it's their job, but their health what do you call them? Health assistants. You know, they're just normal everyday bods with no intelligence. They go home and switch on the televisions immediately. These kind of people read the newspapers and watch the television in here, you know, in the daytime. You know, watching ridiculous things like game shows. Can you believe it? You know, intelligent people watching a game show. Incredible, really. Yeah, these people are just not got any handle on reality whatsoever. None of them.
So when's your appointment? When's your assessment appointment?
Well, it's not. They've got to do it within 72 hours. I was informed of the doctor's decision at 10 o'clock this morning. So we've got 72 hours from 10 o'clock for them to do their assessment. Otherwise, obviously, if that's not fulfilled, that's a legal thing, apparently. But I don't even know if any of this is illegal, what they're doing. There's nothing wrong except for what the hearsay says.
David, what reason are they using? Are they using something like you're a danger to yourself or you're a danger to somebody else if they're locking you up?
They've not told me anything, Richard.
Wow.
Nothing at all. Not a bloody, dicky bird.
Not a sausage?
No, not a bloody sausage.
Tuesday 10 o'clock, Wednesday 10 o'clock, Thursday 10. So Friday 10 o'clock, you should have heard. You should have had your appointment by then.
All right, okay, it's Friday, yeah. We'll be Friday.
Yeah.
Is it Tuesday? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So by 10 a.m. on Friday, if I've not had that appointment, then, they can't stop my leave, can they? She can't stop me going out in the sunshine if I'm an informal patient still, because they haven't reassessed me. They can't indefinitely keep me here against my will, when I want to come and, go out in the sunshine, for God's sake.
Well, here's another one for you. It's detrimental to your health to be banged up without sunshine, without fresh air, without what is a medicine to you, which I know is getting out in nature. Is a medicine, isn't it?
Sorry, say that again. Getting out in nature's a medicine, yes.
It is a medicine, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's medically beneficial to you.
Yeah.
So what they're doing is they're withholding natural remedies. It just means being out in the open. Plus, you're lacking in your vitamin D3 from the sun. Yeah. Plus, there's the burden of actually being locked up with no reason given. So it doesn't sound like it does. It sounds to me like they ain't really interested in getting you better. They just what they're doing is obviously making you worse. Otherwise,
totally stressed out today because of what's happened. That's all.
Yeah.
No other reason. I was going to go out this morning. I was going to go out at about 5 o'clock this morning. Yeah. You're free to go anytime you want when you're informal. Yeah. You're free to leave and never come back. But I can't access that now because they've stopped my leave.
Are you allowed to go in the garden or anything?
Oh, yeah, you can go in the courtyard with the big fence around it.
Yeah, that's like prison, isn't it? It's like getting your average day in prison.
Well, it is. It's mental prison, isn't it? It's mental disorder. It's mental, it's mental abuse. That's what the mental health system does. It abuses people with ridiculous preparations from big pharmacology, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
That's to be horrible. It's disgusting. It's sick.
Yeah. I always harken on to this when people mention about the legalities of things, because if we've got legal and there is lawful.
Yeah. It's not, surely it's not lawful, is it? What they're
not
doing?
lawful, is it? Because lawfully, as long as you abide by your common laws and you're not a danger to yourself or
other people.
Or other people, then lawfully you are free to roam in God's given creation.
Yeah.
And if you can prove which you can do because I've watched some of your rambling in the countryside live streams.
Yeah.
It's you quite happily sit there for half an hour just absorbing the surroundings of being out in the field or in the woods or something.
Yeah.
So if you can convince somehow the doctor that what they're depriving you of is the medicine that is the better cure than anything else they've actually given you.
Yeah, but he won't even listen to me.
Well, they have to.
No, listen, I'll play you this. Hang on. I've got another phone and I recorded him. There we go. Play it, yeah, if I can find it. It might not be the right one straight away. Might take me a second to give you this. Shows you the level of, absolute tyranny going on. So, right, this might be it. Oh, fuck, it was the wrong one. Sorry.
While you're rambling out, let me just add this in there. Is this a private business that you're in?
How do you mean private?
Well, is it privately owned or is it like
yeah, it's a private firm. Yeah, it's not.
Well, they make a lot of money off of you, David.
I know they do.
It's the same in. I know it's a little bit off topic, but it's exactly the same sort of scenario. I've got a local homeless shelter, okay,
Yeah.
and it's sort of like a stepping stone. It's the first port of call when people are taken off the streets by the council, and it's a 65-bed. It's a big house, but I mean the rooms are probably, like 12 foot by 6 foot, something like that. So all it is a bedroom and a sink. But they're reluctant to move people on just because they get so much money. This is a homeless charity, okay? But they're reluctant to move people on.
Yeah.
Because they make
too much money out of them.
Well, it's a business ultimately, and if there weren't any homeless, they wouldn't have a business. So
yeah, exactly, it's in their interest to keep me here as long as possible. Because then they don't have to take new patients in. They don't have to do anything. They don't have to do anything about getting me out of here because I should be in here. Apparently, it's absolutely ridiculous.
And it's a rehabilitation. It's a stage. It's just correct me if I'm wrong, but you're in a stage of rehabilitation, are you?
I'm fully rehabilitated.
Yeah, but I mean the system you're in, it is like the homeless system. It's a system of rehabilitation. So they'll take you when you're desperate and a danger to yourself, as you've explained, you try to commit.
Yeah.
So what ultimately, I mean, looking at it, if I was in charge, I would say, right, what we need to do is find out what your problem is, address what your problem is mentally.
Yeah.
And then get you to such a point where you're not so depressed as to want to do that again. Then you get that psychological help, or that is part of it, and then they gradually rehabilitate you back into the system, your own system. Obviously, over the 7 years, I mean, let's just say it took a year to get you safe with yourself, okay? And then they reintroduce you back into your home or find you a new home or whatever it is they want to, whatever makes you happy and they agree with.
Well, there's a duty of care to find me somewhere to live.
And they've got that duty of care, yeah. But in the meanwhile, it's like I say, well, sorting out a homeless person's problems ain't just about sticking a roof over their head and that's it. It's a gradual process of addressing the biggest problem, which is the mental problem, particularly with homeless people. So it's not just a case of shoving them in the house and leaving them alone. There needs to be that point of call for you to say, oh, yeah, well, this is my first couple of weeks. I'm really sort of struggling to adjust quickly enough. And that is where that sort of point of rehabilitation or advice or assistance should be, that you can pick up the phone and say, listen, I'm having a bit of a down day. You know, I don't know what to do here or there. And they come
Yeah,
and they
but I
sit
do
with
know
you.
what to do. I do know what to do, Richard. I don't have
Yeah,
no problems mentally. All I
yeah, I'm
have
not saying
problems
that.
with
I
is
mean,
them detaining me against my will.
that's at this point, but the system should, this is what I'm saying, the system should be. It's not about sticking you somewhere.
Yeah, I know what the system should do. It's
Yeah,
rehabilitate itself until you're ready to move on. And they had done that, apparently, according to them.
yeah.
Right? Because I was taken off the section, therefore I wasn't taking my drugs. I stopped taking them almost within a few days. And I'm not on any drugs. I can think again. Yeah,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
incredible.
So,
Actually think.
I mean, the thing could
Anyway,
be, they should get,
Richard, just listen to this inanity of a so-called doctor. Yeah, listen to
okay,
this bullshit for about 1 minute and 15 seconds. Ready?
go on then.
Go. It's the wrong one. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I was going to say that's not very good. I can't really hear
No,
that.
that's a load of crap. That's a load of crap. That can hardly be heard. It's not that one, man. Where is it? The bloody thing. 47, 48. How can that disappear? 516, 446, 244. This might be it.
That's not too good. Anyway.
Never mind. That's not it either. Oh shit! Can't find it. Maybe I deleted it by accident. Maybe I left it running. I don't know. It's longer recording than I thought it was. You know what I mean? I'm trying to find it on here. 43. So, fucking hell. 252 for this one. No, it's not that one. Oh dear me. Where is it? Not that one. I think we just had that one. We'll just go through them methodically.
Well, there go.
That's on it. Oh dear me. You there, Richard?
Yeah, I'm here. I just muted out.
That's so good. Alright.
Yeah, I've just spotted Forever Love's comments. Spot on money making.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good. I think I know where it is. I think I know where it is. I've not recorded it on here. I've recorded it on another device, which is already in my mobile phone, so I can't play it you back here, unfortunately. But never mind.
Never mind. I was just going to say never mind.
Gives you an idea of how unhelpful the doctor is. He wouldn't even answer a simple yes or no question. Yeah.
Which was?
Which question was that?
Yeah.
whether in 72 hours, just after I've had, because I've got 72 hours here. Did I explain that before?
Yeah.
They've given they have got 72 hours to come up with 2 health professionals to reassess me, yeah, for the
Okay.
going back on the section or not. Yeah. And you never know if they haven't already rubber stamped it all. But my question was whether after the 72 hours I'm to get my, be given my, freedom. Or would I be deprived of sunshine, blah, 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 for
Yeah.
times? And is that, can that be, kind of like, what's the word? Indefinite period or something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I finally, can they extend that period of about, 72 hours? Because if you immediately ask to request the thing again, you could extend it for a further 72 hours, surely. So now it could go on forever. So, just disgusting, I tell you. It's unbelievable. Good bullshit.
Absolutely,
The
yeah.
capital 1SH1YT,
Can I ask you to do one thing for me, David?
Go on.
Please, is however you're feeling, you might even say I'm that way, but just stay calm.
Yeah.
Please.
That's what I'm trying to do, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I could totally go ballistic here, couldn't I?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I do appreciate your emotions and and I do know from my own experiences how they can wind us up.
Yeah.
Just by ignoring us. Fundamentally, that's the most.
Yeah.
The biggest wind up is being ignored, isn't it?
But is it legal for him to say that by word of mouth without me having anything written down? Shouldn't he give me a legal notice or something?
I would have thought so. Yeah,
Some
it's
kind of
got to be written down somewhere.
Well, yeah.
Absolutely, that's a good point. That.
Yeah, it's bang out of order, isn't it?
There's got to be some paper to say David has to be remain imprisoned. It's got to be written down somewhere, and surely there's got to be a reason for it. They can't just say, David, we're going to lock you up, no reason given.
Yeah, keep you locked up for indefinitely, yeah, whatever, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely disgusting, man. Not good.
Yeah. So when these healthcare professionals interview you, that's what it is, isn't it? Or interrogate
if it goes ahead, unless I can stop it, them interviewing me, because if it's not legal, I can leave today. I can go out in the sunshine in a bit. I've rung solicitors. Yeah, I've rung several solicitors up, and they've all, unfortunately, they haven't got back to me. But one receptionist at what's her name was quite helpful. The doctor's absolutely worse than useless. He wouldn't answer any of my questions. He wouldn't answer a yes or no question I had for him. He said he was busy in a meeting. He didn't appear to be busy in a meeting when I knocked on his door. When I knocked on his door, totally ignored me, hands down at the keyboard, typing away. Yeah, it wasn't as if he was in a what's the name? What do you call it? A tribunal or anything. He was writing his email probably against me, trying to get people to back up his,
Yeah.
But he's probably writing, emails to legal people saying, I hope this is legal what I'm doing. But just can you confirm that I'm not under any legal jeopardy myself?
Yeah.
Be interesting, wouldn't it? Yeah.
I've
certainly got a case against the medical establishment. Should any solicitor want to take it up? Yeah, because there's so many irregularities of healthcare in this place. It's absolutely disgusting. How patients are treated. If a patient's upset, yeah, they'll further upset them by saying, "Calm down, man," and bark at them. They're not diffusing anything. You know, if you're going to defuse a ticking time bomb, you go gently, softly, don't you? You don't bark things at it or poke around madly with a club, you know, hoping that you
Well,
find
it's meant to be the care industry, isn't it?
Pardon?
It's called the care industry, not the I don't give a fuck industry.
Yeah, exactly. They're supposed to care. Half of these staff here that are working here ought to be sacked.
Yeah.
Forthwith. They're not nice people. They're ignorant people who watch television, read newspapers, watch absolutely vacuous crap on the TV. Yeah.
Yeah. Here's another
in the
thing,
daytime
David.
when they should be working and they're watching some game show or some bullshit soap opera or whatever.
Yeah. Here's the thing about the private. It is a private care industry, isn't it? Business. Is they don't really care who they employ. You know,
If you use NHS, from the record of the NHS really recently, do they really care?
Well, that's a different ball game. Now I'm talking about professional private businesses in the care industry, because my ex-wife used to work in residential care, and she was a genuine carer. She genuinely cared. But there were staff, and even the owners.
Most health assistants or professionals do or did in the past.
They used to, yeah, but now they'll take anybody on. There's no criteria to say, right, you need to be, you know, and like little girls when they were children, they wanted to be a nurse, you know, just because that was sort of endemic in them is to be a carer. Whereas modern the modern care industry, and even the owners of this business that Debbie, my ex-wife, used to work for, they were only in it for the money.
Yeah, absolutely.
They were in it for the money.
Yeah. Most of them are. It's just a job to them. Done it for so many years, they get jaded with it and forget how to care.
Absolutely.
Some of them do, you know. And a lot of them are jobsless and just follow whatever dictates, you know. The fellows say. The people who don't like me being here will cobble things together between themselves and chat amongst themselves, not officially, official documents or anything, but they'll come up with a strategy to piss me right off as much as possible. Seems to be what they're doing very nicely. You know, it's absolutely disgusting. I'm completely gutted what's happened to me. And if it's happening to me, other people out there could be suffering the same tyranny, absolute total tyranny.
Absolutely that. And the scary thing is, probably there's likely people that aren't as mentally savvy as you, David. You know, and that see the system.
They're on neuroleptics for a start.
Yeah.
On antipsychotics, same thing. They won't be savvy because you might be savvy, but your uptake on things is very, very slowed down. You're very messed up, and they give you more stress, not less. They don't do anything to anybody. They just fuck your mind up as much as possible. Just fog it right up so you can't think straight. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's happening? Yeah, it's absolute bollocks. Excuse me. Balls.
No, balls. Well, same thing.
So many things in life, you know. Yeah. BS, you know.
But if you do get to meet these two, what do you call them?
Sorry?
These two people you've got to meet. They got to come up with two people, aren't they? What are they called?
I don't know what they're called, but they're one's going to be a psychiatrist.
Well, we'll call them investigators then. Health professionals. Yeah. Okay, though. That might be your opportunity to say to them, listen, this being incarcerated in here is making me fucking ill.
Yeah.
I've got, you got to a point now where you're free thinking, you're free speaking, you're free roaming, or you were, okay?
Yeah.
You're confident. You're confident in yourself. All those suicidal tendencies, that was just a phase of your life. This might be an opportunity for you to turn around
I've been suicidal for years.
and this might be the opportunity, David, for you to just go through those things and say, listen, the only thing that will improve my health is for me to be unincarcerated, to be moved back out into society,
Yeah.
where I'm not
Exactly.
under the jurisdiction of
Meet
somebody.
and greet my friends and, you know, invite them
Absolutely
round.
that, yeah.
I'll come and visit you, Richard. Whereabouts are you?
You're
in the
always
country?
welcome down here, yeah.
Forgotten where you are in the country, Richard.
I'm Taunton, southwest, Somerset.
Okay, well, I could come down there.
Yeah,
It's
straight
a
down the
long way from
motorway.
where I am, but I could come and visit you if you'd like me to.
Yeah, yeah, I can do that. Well, I'm still here. You know, but it's this might be this is what we say in it, a double-edged sword. Their edge of the sword versus your edge of the sword. And your edge of the sword is the fact that you might now have this opportunity to say, listen, as I've just said, right, this place is making me ill now. Not just now because you've been locked up, right from the point where how many years you've been, well, since you've been off those neurotics.
Yeah.
Now you found yourself again, your true self. You've got your, you appreciate your true value. You know, the only thing holding you back is being locked up. And what has happened now? What has happened now? Today has made it has instigated in your mind the amount of control that they have over you and how much more they're holding you back.
Yeah.
Just because at the click of a switch, for no apparent reason, they can say, right.
Yeah.
You know, so that you can just say to them, listen, it's making me fucking ill. Just being in here.
Well, I'm sick to the stomach what I've learned this morning.
Incredible.
Yeah.
But
how can they get away with it? You know, how can they do this to good people who, you know.
Yeah, and that's an expose.
No way, shape or form have I done anything out of character or, you know, nasty to anyone or upset anyone. This is out of the blue. But obviously people are making allegations behind my back that my mental health has deteriorated, you know, I've become totally defective, safely defective, you know, safe and defective. Yeah.
Right. Let me ask you this now. Is there any way that you can, prior to what's happened now, but at any time, is there any way that you can appeal for like a reassessment? Have you done that? Are you allowed to do that?
Well, he's already got rid of the section, the doctor himself. Now he's going back on his own word on the hearsay and gossip of pathetically numbskulled staff.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, on the hearsay testimony of gossip and bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I was there.
They don't like me.
I wish I was out there with you just to help you out.
Since the last
whatever way I could, but
yeah.
This might be a stepping stone to just expose what the reality of what it's actually doing to you, irrespective of what's
what I'm doing
today.
now with the live stream, isn't it? You know,
yeah.
I hope you share this live stream. You know, anyone, you can change the name of it if you want. I don't know whether you're capable of doing that, but you could put a text on it saying, "Please watch this." You know, decrepit.
Yeah, I'll put a community post that.
Imbecile. You know, are you being treated like an decrepit imbecile in the medical establishment or whatever? With, you know, how many other people are in England or Scotland, Wales, you know, Northern Ireland, you know, whatever, are going through this same situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm still waiting on clarification. I've rung up about 8 different, you know,
solicitors.
Yeah. you know, is having this problem. You know what I mean? Because they want to shut us all up. There's no doubt about that. There's like us all locked up in mental institution. Anyone who's got a clue.
Well, we will be deemed in the future as being
Totally insane if we say anything against the mainstream narrative.
That's it. And they got like what they call them, reprogramming centers or something, don't they?
Oh yeah.
In the conspiracy theorist
that's
world.
1984, isn't it?
That's
that
it.
1984, isn't it? That.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, Ministry of Truth, and you know.
That's it.
Double think and all that.
Yeah.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah. But I mean, key to your own self, David, is to just, like I say, I know it's tough. It can be tough, and you can get your hair off. We can all get our hair off.
Yeah.
It's to keep
calm.
Rise above it.
Yeah.
And
well, I'm doing. You know what I mean?
You know, and then plead to say, listen, this is making me fucking ill, just being in here.
Well, I don't really want to say it's making me fucking ill, because they might say, well, he's too ill, so, you know, we can't, you know, we've got to keep you on a sanction or something. So I won't say that.
Just say it's holding you back.
This isn't helping me one little bit.
Say it's holding you back. Now you've reached a point where they've done about as much as, they've helped you as much as they possibly can.
Yeah.
And now I'm, you know, and now it's got to that point where I'm stagnant. This holding me back. I need to move on.
Yeah.
So just, you know, take some notes for yourself of what to say if you do get to meet these health professionals, or these evaluators or whatever they are, just to say, right, listen, I'm at that point now where I need to move on. I need to move on from where you are now.
I'm totally well. There's nothing wrong with me.
Absolutely not.
There's no intellectual or spiritual basis or any other basis on them continue to detain me. I've no lack of capacity. I've no psychosis. I've no mental aberration or anything like that. Yeah. I'm not a suicide risk. Blah blah blah. Let me go.
Yeah.
For my sake.
Yeah. You know, and here's the thing, David. You know, this is. I mean, I think it's important that these things are mentioned. But this is you know, going on to right. I'm not a suicide risk anymore because I love life. But I love life being outside. I love meeting people. I love being outdoors. You know, etc. All the things you love. That is holding you back from. You know, I love the freedom to just be able to go and walk when I want, where I want.
Yeah.
Within the confines of, within the boundaries of common law, you understand that.
Yeah.
You know, just as to demonstrate the fact that you're not a risk to yourself because you love life. What you don't like is being having your life stifled. Now that you've been rehabilitated mentally.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But so this might be an opportunity for you to get it, and this stuff is written down in black and white. Everything you say will be using evidence against you or for you.
Well, maybe I've got the transcript of this live stream, and I could present that to them and print it off or something. Because this is quite a good damning kind of, you know, damning evidence against them.
Well, this is the way I would see it, David. I would say, right, if I was a health professional and I'm coming to you and I'm asking you questions, right, the first thing I'm going to say is, David, how do you feel? And you're going to tell me, how do you feel about what? How do you feel in yourself? Then I would ask you questions like, are you suicidal?
Yeah. But they won't ask me any of these. They will say, what are these? They will say, what are these incidents, which I've asked the doctor to describe the incidents, that I've supposedly had, several of them, he said, and he won't avail me of who said what to whom.
But this is
why
the thing.
Why he's changed his whole perspective on my mental wellness.
Yeah, here's the thing: you're being judged. Okay, it's like going before. It's like going to court. You're being judged, and they need to provide all the evidence. So when they say when they're gonna have to say, well, you've been locked up for 72 hours.
Yeah.
And this is the accusation. Are you guilty or not guilty?
Yeah.
And you're going to say, well, that's a load of bullshit. That never happened. But at some point, they're going to have to divulge the evidence because it's evidence. It has to be evidentially based.
Yeah. Exactly.
And then I mean, this might
be based
on
empirical evidence, is it?
But this might be a time that it might be a step up for you to be released, to be let free again. There might be a benefit to this for you, greater than they would have, even you might have imagined. This might be a step out of that door. When you can just say, listen, this is me. This is holding me back. This is what I'm having to put up with. Because if the evidence that they're given is a load of tripe, I'll put it that way then. If it's a load of unfounded rubbish, then
which it is,
then surely they've got to remove you from that situation where people are using lies and bullshit to keep you locked up.
Yeah.
But I think you could I'm sure you could turn this around to get them to reevaluate your being in there.
Yeah, turn the tables on them.
Absolutely that.
Yeah.
That's what I would hope and pray for, is that it backfires on them. They shoot themselves up they shoot themselves up their own arses with it.
Yeah, thank you, Richard. I'm sure. Yeah.
And you can see it's possible, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm only just back. This is my first live stream, by the way. Yeah.
I know you got spanked, didn't you?
Yeah, 7-day ban. Yeah, for the same kind of thing last time. As one of my other videos got took down. But because this is my second strike, they actually took the video down, and gave me 7 days suspension. So this is my first live stream since then. I intended it to be a slightly more upbeat one, but no, so yeah.
I think
it's good of you to come. I'm going to end it in a few minutes because I'm stressed out. I need to relax.
Yeah, that's all right, David. But listen up, please.
Yeah.
Just write the positives down of yourself. What is a medicine for you? And it's the simple pleasures of life, isn't it?
Yeah.
How you've progressed, and I don't mean to stress you out. I'm sorry about that. But there's a legal and the lawful.
There's a what?
The legal and the lawful.
Yeah.
And if you can abide by the lawful, which is simple, isn't it? Don't cause offence, don't cause harm, don't steal, and don't murder.
That's it. I don't think this is lawful. I don't think it's lawful. I'm pretty sure it's not. In a formal paper, you can come and go whenever you like.
Yeah.
On the door, unless the doctor has applied for a reassessment of your mental condition by 2 health professionals.
Yeah. And I think this is your opportunity, David, to to get a reevaluation.
Yeah, but I don't think that it could be already rubber stamp. They want this is tyranny.
Yeah, don't think like that, because everything has to be put on paper. And if they give you the report to say, right, well, David has stated this, all this would be written down in a statement, which is what they got legally have to do. Everything will be written down to them. Then when you get a copy of that, then you can go to a solicitor and say, listen.
Yeah, I need paperwork today, really, don't I?
Hey, it's got to be a paper trail, yeah.
It's just been word of mouth from the doctor at 10 a.m. this morning. Yeah, so they've got, because of word of mouth, from 10 a.m. this morning, I've got 72 hours, and those two health professionals went to see me and decide whether I'm going to go back on the section or not. Yeah, and if it's not 72 hours, then surely I'm allowed out unless he extends it.
David, can you see that if I put my telephone number in a private chat, would you like that?
Yes, please. There's more stuff I want to talk to you on here. But yeah, I can talk to you in about. I'll ring you up in about half an hour if I can.
Yeah, do that.
Where's the private gone? Let's have a look. Have you put it in yet?
Not yet.
Right.
What I can't do, I can't phone out at the moment. I'm having problems. I'm trying to change my service provider, and they don't like me. I've just put it in a private chat.
Oh, okay.
So if you want to phone me, anytime.
Right, Richard, I think.
Yeah,
I'll certainly do that. Bloody hell, I didn't know it was that easy to do, to give phone numbers out and that.
Say again?
Obviously the best way. I never thought of that myself. Excellent.
Well, there's got to be an element of I mean, the reason I actually came on, because I was in the middle of planting some seeds, and I thought, and then yours come up. I was listening to I was listening to somebody's narrative video, and then I went and checked my notifications, and it was, can anyone be of assistance? Well, I didn't actually read the legal at the end, but I had problems, and then that's when I clicked the link. Yeah. But there's two types of live stream. There's like idle chatter, and there's somebody's crying out for or calling for help, mate. That's why I left on it. But have you got my number? Can you see it?
Yeah. I've written that down.
That's right, my friend.
I'll ring you up in about half an hour or something.
Yeah.
Like I say, I just need to de-stress. I'm going to finish this now. Is that all right?
Yeah. It's good.
Because I think we've covered everything, really. Apart from stuff what might want to talk about. I can do that. I'll do another live stream tonight. I'll schedule one for this evening sometime. Maybe you can make that. I don't know. Good if you could.
Yeah.
You're a good man. Yeah.
Well.
Nice of you to pray for me as well.
Well, I keep you in my thoughts all the time, David. Yeah. Well, not all the time. You come into my thoughts a lot, but
when I can, yeah. When I get the notifications, yeah. I always get them, but just what it is. All right, Richard. I'm going to end.
All right, my friend.
I need to really de-stress now.
Yeah. Get a bit. Pop out in the courtyard and have a bit of sunshine, bro.
Yeah.
All right, my friend. I'll leave you in peace now, then.
Yeah. Thanks for Everlog and everyone else.
It's my yeah. It's the least I can do, I think.
All right. See you later, then.
Right. Catch you later, bro.
I'll ring you about half an hour. Yeah. Okay. My phone number ends in 229, by the way. So that'll be me. Okay. Cheers.